You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey, Days of Our Lives fans. So Xander Kiriakis is being betrayed by his beloved wife, Sarah Horton Kiriakis. And of course, he's going to be stunned when it all comes out. But will Xander surprise everybody by what he does? It's Belinda from Soap Dirt, and we're going to dig into this big fat secret Sarah's keeping from her hubby. But if you're not subscribed, please click that button. So it was interesting seeing Kate Roberts try to bully Sarah into keeping the forgery secret. You know, Kate tried blaming it on Vivian and then on Phillip's past mental health issues. And then, for some insane reason, Kate thought dragging Xander through the mud would help her case. But nothing Kate said moved the needle with Sarah. Not really. It was actually Phillip that convinced Sarah. And it wasn't the part about Xander killing him if he found out, although Sarah knows that is quite possible. It was more the way Phillip spoke about disappointing their father, Victor Kiriakis, and how he always wanted to make him proud. That reminded Sarah a lot of things she has heard Xander say about Victor over time. Even when Xander thought that was just his uncle Victor and not his daddy Victor, he wanted so badly to make him proud, and it just rarely worked out in Xander's favor. And Phillip plucked at Sarah's heartstrings with his tail. Plus, you know, she already thought Phillip might be the yin to Xander's yang. She thought them working together might be good. They might strike a balance, make sure that neither one went overboard. And maybe, just maybe, Phillip and Xander could learn to be real brothers. I mean, Sarah knows that Xander doesn't have much immediate family. There's extended Kiriakis family, not all of which he's close to, but his dad's dead. His mom is a straight up horrible human. He loves Maggie like a mom, and of course, Sarah and Victoria he adores. He's even cool with Justin, and right now Xander's playing nice with Brady Black, who is also family. And Xander really does want family, and Sarah sees the value in him having a brother at his side, for Xander to have Phillip there. And that's why Sarah went to Phillip on this recent episode, and she laid out ground rules for keeping the secret. I was expecting her to do this. I talked about it in my weekly predictions, if you saw those. Sarah told Phillip to be a good brother. Don't undermine Xander, but also don't let him get out of control. Don't be mean, play nice. Those are all things Sarah said. Basically, she wants Phillip to embrace Xander as a brother and develop a real relationship, personally and professionally, or else. And for his part, Phillip realizes that Sarah literally holds his life in her hands. The good news is Maggie and Sarah both prodded Xander, and he is trying. That's why he showed up with a bag from Sweet Bits as a gesture for Phillip. And it's nice that Xander brought croissant. You know, Phillip was expecting bullets, and instead he got baked goods. So that's, you know, it's looking good. And then there's a scene from the Day of Days mega promo where Xander and Phillip are just with these big smiles at the mansion, like legit nice friendly smiles, and they're high-fiving each other, and it looks like real brother bonding. So what happens when the truth comes out is a whole nother matter, because we know it will. And it could break all of this apart. Stephanie and Sarah both know the secret, as do Phillip, Kate, and Vivian. That's 5 people holding that forged letter secret. And do you know the saying about secrets? 2 can keep a secret if one of them is dead. With 5 of them quite alive, this secret that Phillip has half of Xander's inheritance falsely, you know, it's definitely going to come out at some point. But will Phillip face a firing squad or prison or public shame and ridicule when it comes out? Maybe. I mean, you'd think Xander would rage at Kate and Phillip, strangle Vivian, and have a few tense things to say to his beloved Sarah as well. Except for one thing. I actually think if the secret stays hidden for a few months, maybe till like May sweeps. I think it'll all work out. I can see Xander enjoying working with Phillip and them feeling family affection, so much so that Xander might actually let it slide. Because first of all, he knows Sarah wouldn't do something to knowingly hurt him. And she can explain to Xander all her reasons and why she thought it was best for him to keep this secret hidden. And he knows Sarah only wants what's best for him. Maggie, of course, will be stunned that Sarah lied. You know, she may figure it out before Xander does, but I think Maggie would also see that Xander was better served working alongside his brother. And really, Victor Kiriakis, maybe he would have liked it, them working. Okay, maybe not. Victor probably would have enjoyed pitting Xander and Phillip against each other. Let's be real. So this brother bond might not have ever happened under Victor's watchful and scheming eye, but I think Sarah is doing a bad thing for all the best reasons. And when it inevitably comes out, I can see Xander telling Phillip that they're going to keep his dirty secret hidden, keep it in the family, as long as things go on like they are. He doesn't want Vivian lurking around or Kate being a pain in his backside, but by then, Xander might be so attached to being with his brother Phillip at work and at home by the time that the secret comes out, maybe Xander won't consider chucking his brother Phillip out the door of Titan, out the front door of the mansion. Plus, another thing that could really help is if Phillip completely embraces being a really good uncle to little Victoria. If he is a very good Uncle Phillip, that would be a huge deal. That would mean a lot to Xander and a lot to Sarah and Maggie and all of that. I'm actually excited to see them working together. And although I think Xander might be miffed at Sarah when the secret finally comes out, I mean, come on, he can't really stay mad at her. He loves her down to his bones. And as far as Xander is concerned, Sarah hung the moon and stars for him. So if she wants Xander to let the forgery slide and leave Phillip at work at his side doing the brother thing, I 100% bet he will do it. Xander might have a moment where he, wraps his hands around Phillip's throat just for a second. But I really do think it's going to all work out in the end. And I'm so excited for this for Xander. And I'm really loving Phillip with this. JP Lavoisier is just a joy to watch. I'm looking forward to more of this.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.